Hey, hello, and welcome on in to Nassau County. We're in Hicksville, New York, as promised. 5 p.m. showdown between the New York Stars. They've trundled on out on the LIE to take on the Nassau County Lions. The Lions come into this one having just secured the championship banner in the EJEPL Futures 1 division. It was a hard weekend to work for them, but they beat the Triad Storm in overtime 6-5, and before that, the Long Island Kings 3-2 in overtime in those EJEPL playoffs. Of course, this Nassau County Lions team just before Christmas beat the New York Stars at Abe Stark 4-1, scoring just 32 seconds or so into that game and holding on to the lead throughout. It was a close one, but the Lions came away with the victory, and so we'll see what happens here today out in Hicksville, New York. A reminder, we're back on tomorrow, 2 p.m. from Long Beach Municipal Ice Arena as the Stars head out to Long Beach to take on the Tier 2 division-leading Long Beach Lightning. That's tomorrow, 2 p.m., right here on Midnight Sports, subject to carrier restrictions. But today, we've got nearly as many officials on the ice as we'll have skaters for each team here at Cantiague Park, the beautiful Cantiague Park out in Hicksville, Long Island. So stick around. 5 minutes on the board. We're going to give you an extended look in at warm-ups just as soon as both teams get to their benches. Probably going to start right at 5 o'clock here in Hicksville. This is Midnight Sports.
Streets are empty, echoes howl, daylight breaks in shattered ground. Engine roars like beast on fire, chasing dreams on broken wire. Pedal down, the rush is real, heartbeats sync with spinning wheel. Lights flash by in blurry streak, highway signs too fast to peak. Running on fumes, can't slow down, foot to the floor through this town. Eyes on the prize, won't back out. Living life loud, no fear, no doubt. Hands grip tight the steering wheel, stealing nerves against the field. Rolling hills and sharp descents, never stop a soul hell-bent. Radio blares adrenaline, fingers tap on skin and tin. Horizon looms but never near, push the limits, lose the fear. Running on fumes, can't slow down, foot to the floor through this town. Eyes on the prize, won't back out. Living life loud, no fear, no doubt. Running on fumes, can't slow down, foot to the floor through this town. Eyes on the prize, won't back out. Living life loud, no fear, no doubt. Running on fumes, can't slow down, foot to the floor through this town. Eyes on the prize, won't back out. Living life loud, no fear, no doubt.
Well, if you're just joining us, this is an extended look at warm-ups here from Cantiague Park out in Nassau County. We're in Hicksville, New York. And it's the Stars in their road navy blues getting warmed up here. Take on the Nassau County Lions 16U AA team. The Lions, as we said at the top of the broadcast, fresh off their EJEPL Futures 1 win. A couple of overtime victories for them in the finals against the Triad Storm. And in the semis, they were able to beat fellow Long Islanders, the Kings, both in overtime. And so they've got to be feeling good rolling into this one. The Stars on a 6-game winning streak right now, looking to keep it rolling out here on the road. They won this morning against the New York Apple Corps, 8-3 win. It was really never in doubt, even though it was 1-1 after one. It was the Stars who turned it on in the second period. And they'll look to keep up the momentum on the road out here today. 90 seconds left to go in warm-ups. Enjoy the extended look. This is Midnight Sports. All right, we are just about ready to roll here. Out in Nassau County, some last-minute strategy going on at the Stars bench. And it's the celebrity cam going through the crowd, just seeing who we may have here. And it looks like, well, everybody in attendance here today, and so it's great to be on the opposite side of the rink. We can check in on the crowd as necessary, but here we are just behind the benches in Cantiague Park. And so we have 15 minutes on the board, 3 periods. This is a New York State Tier 2 qualifier game, game 2 of 3 this weekend, right here on Midnight Sports for the New York Stars. 2 p.m. tomorrow. We'll be out in Long Beach as the Stars travel again to take on the Lightning tomorrow, but today it's the Lions. Lions in their home white sweaters, moving left to right on your television or radio dial if you're just listening in periods 1 and 3. Looks like it'll be Ryan Speaker to take over the blue paint after Luke Latito notched the 8-3 victory with his teammates this morning. at the home barn. And so this will be Gitman, Bergman, Pizarro as the forwards, Ramos and Murphy as the defenders. Boards being pounded, goaltenders being checked. We have 4 officials for today's game. And so this one will be well watched on the ice, as it will be hopefully in the arena. Bouncing puck fluttered all the way through the slot, but it was Ramos who was able to clear it up. The captain pushes that out of the defensive zone. Now Bergman on the forecheck. Already a fast-paced game here, just 20 seconds into it. It's the Lions throwing that puck in. Murphy able to throw that up against the boards, trying to avoid an offside. He did, but tracking all the way back now is Gitman, who moves that puck up toward Ramos. Look out, shot in high of the cage. That puck was knuckling. And now it's Bergman moving it for Gitman. Gitman touches it farther, right across the red line, all the way into the offensive zone. It's the Lions trying to turn that puck right back on the strong side of the ice. The Stars had made a bit of a change. It was O'Connor able to dump it in. Good play by the speedy winger, old number 9 out there, Liam O'Connor. On the forecheck once again. Across now comes Sammy Schulman. Schulman able to pull the puck up for O'Connor. O'Connor pulls it out of his skates, fires it in. And we get our first shot on goal for the Stars. Nothing more just yet. 1 minute and 4 seconds into this one. It'll be an offensive zone draw for the road team. Out there is O'Day and Schaefer as the defensive pair. It'll be Kotcher, Schulman, and O'Connor as the forward. Schulman lines up at the dot. Clean win back to Schaefer. Schaefer has to settle that puck down and dump in. It's flicked toward the net, then pulled by the Stars. Shot in just wide by Kotcher. It's O'Day at the near point. Puck never makes it to him as it took a carom off the boards. And here come the Lions, but it was the back check of Liam O'Connor that sends the Lions offside. No, it's gonna be a hooking call. Well, it was called from across the ice, even though there was an official trailing the play. The referee from across the ice made the call, and it'll be O'Connor to the box for 2 minutes for hooking. Just a very tough call against the visitors. 1 minute and 21 seconds into this one. And so we'll keep our eye on it. Hopefully it's called in both directions if the game is going to be called that tight and from 100 feet away. It's the Lions now on the puck at the blue line. They'll fire in. Speaker able to fight that one off. Gets down in a hurry, makes the follow-up save. And now it's the Lions throwing it across again. This one goes off Speaker and in on the bang-bang play. It was sent all the way to the low circle. And it's a power play goal for the Lions. And so, after some friendly officiating, it must be said, the Lions able to find the back of the net. And again, the Stars just have to hope it's called both ways here. And if it is, no one can complain. Now the one-timer in the back of the net there for the Lions. The Stars will try to collect. They do. It's Ramos over for Murphy. Murphy on the puck, sends that up toward Fauci, who's able to tip it in, it looked like. But instead, it'll go for an icing. And so, this will be a drop on the other side of the ice. Shots on goal, 2-1 right now. Of course, you at home know that's an undercount. But we'll play on. Flicking it up and out of the zone are the Lions. Sorry to be so crotchety early in this one, but this has been a house of horrors for visiting teams when it comes to the puck luck and occasionally the officiating here. So we'll see how it works out for the Stars. This is Polyakov dumping that one all the way in. Fauci to fire on it. Comes on up toward Murphy, who fires it off the side of the cage. And now it's Fauci trying to dig that off the boards. Turns and twists with his counterpart on the Lions. Worked up toward Belonik, who cycles it deeper, but off a skate. And now it's fired farther by the Stars, but it'll come on out. Look out. It's Ramos getting back in a hurry to try and cut out the threat. Murphy does as well. Good play there by the Stars. Polyakov able to flick that up and out. Stars can make a change here. It's a puck that's sent up into the neutral zone. The Lions will gain the line. Dump in, that comes off the dasher. Takes a carom there. And it'll be Ramos bodying a man for Murphy to clear on up to Briscoe. Briscoe takes a big hit in the back. No call coming after a hit in the back along the boards. And onward we will play here for the Stars to try and carry that in. That's a bouncing puck. Speaker's just able to swipe it aside for Murphy, who throws that up and out. Arm raised for icing. Appropriate call this time. And so this will be a face-off in the defensive zone with 11:50 left to go in the first period. And it'll be Adamick, Russo, Briscoe. Looks like Schaefer and Viscoso as the defenders out there. Puck won there by the Lions. They'll curl with it, top of the far circle. Some nifty moves so far by Nassau County. And don't let the griping about some of these calls hide the fact that the Lions are a very good team. They're talented, and so it's not to take anything away from them right now. Fired in. That puck goes wide of the cage on a deflection after the initial Speaker save. It's now Schaefer trying to get that up. That's a side of the cage hit by the Lions on the shot. And Nassau tries to fire it in once more. It hits a body, goes wide. Some jousting in front. The Lions twist and turn with it. They throw it out front. And that one goes high over the cage this time. Lions still with possession. Briscoe fires on it. Takes a hit for his trouble. And he's able to get it up and out on the second try. And now it's Adamick one-on-one into the offensive end. Trevor Adamick carries it deep into the corner there, cycles for Russo, who throws it back toward Adamick. Adamick tries to get that out front. There's a man in the way. He'll turn the other way. Jousting again in the corner are the Stars. Russo pulls it off the boards. He's got a man draped on him. Now it's the Stars trying to work it out far side of the ice. Pizarro takes a couple of hits there, and the Lions emerge with it near side. Nassau County on the puck, near half wall. They'll fire that all the way up and out. That puck's gonna roll. Icing already washed here, so Speaker leaves it for Viscoso. It's the Lions who are making a change. Viscoso fires that all the way down the rink. It'll go for an icing. He was looking for a deflection at center ice. Couldn't get one. 10:26 remaining to go in this first period. And it's gonna be a defensive zone draw for the Stars. This will be Gitman at the dot. Pizarro lurks in the slot. And it is Bergman who's backed out of the circle, as are the Nassau County Lions. And both players ejected from the face-off circle. Of course, another ejection on the same drop would lead to a penalty. But something you often see as the teams break in just a little bit too early. It's the Lions pulling this puck off the end boards all the way up to the point there. The Stars trying to work that puck up and out. They do through the stick of David Gitman. Gitman into the offensive zone, leaves it for Bergman, fired in, hits a body, goes wide. Gitman to get it back and shovel it over to Pizarro. Pizarro right back to Gitman. He stalks out, puck rolls through the blue paint, swiped aside by the Lions netminder. Onward we play here as the hitting continues in the corner. It's Murphy now walking the blue line. He dances around a man, leaves it for Bergman. Bergman loads up, hits a body. That puck flutters wide. It's Gitman back on it on Murphy, who shoots in, and it's saved very nicely by the Nassau County man between the pipes on the one-timer from Braden Murphy. And so we'll get a stoppage in play with 9:41 left to go in the first period. See if this game settles down at all right now, as this will be Kocher, Schulman, and O'Connor, the three forwards out there. It was a win back toward the Stars, but this one is pumped all the way into the offensive zone for the Lions, who are able to retrieve in the neutral zone as that puck had bounced off a few sticks. They'll gain the line, dump in. Turning is Murphy. Puck's going to roll over toward Ramos. Ramos fakes a cycle to Murphy and pumps that puck up to Kocher on the near side of the ice. It was a good breakout play from the captain. Kocher able to bat it farther. Nassau takes over in front of the scorer's booth. Nassau gains the line. They dump in. Turning now is Ramos. On his forehand, he'll carry it behind the net and work that up to Kocher once more. Kocher settles that puck down, but the breakout isn't on just yet for the Stars, as Nassau able to dump it in just a bit farther. Murphy able to body a man and thrown out in front. Too hot to handle for all players. And stalking back to the neutral zone are the Lions. They'll work that puck on a quick up. They touch it into the offensive zone. It's Speaker who's just going to cover up on it. Murphy keeps his netminder clean there. As he pushes the streaking forward off to the side, we get a stoppage in play. 8:47 left to go in the first. And it'll be a defensive zone draw here for the Stars. This is Bolonik at the dot. Wins it over toward Fauci, who tries to settle the puck down. He gets it right back, does Fauci. Throws it up and out of the zone. Going for it was Polyakov, but the headman passed just a little bit out of his reach. And so now it's Polyakov and Fauci on the forecheck. That one's going to be thrown up into the offensive zone for the Lions, but without possession as Viscoso threads the needle, works it up to Polyakov, who touches it to himself into the offensive zone on the wrister. That one takes a deflection off a stick, and a lot of the sting was taken out of it. But it was O'Day trying to feather it back in. Long reach, able to upend the puck from a stick, and it's some neutral zone ping pong now as the puck eventually gets racked in on the Nassau County netminder. And with 8:09 left to go in the first, it's an offensive zone draw for the Stars. They'll make a line change here. Adamek, Briscoe, and Russo. That line was buzzing in this morning's game. Will come out as the forwards. It will be Viscoso and O'Day as the defenders to take this far side of the ice drop. One up to Viscoso, slaps it in, but can't get full purchase on the puck. And so back to his own blue line is O'Day. O'Day backpedals, works it up toward Briscoe, touches it farther, and now Russo fires on the puck there, leaves it for Briscoe, rolling puck side of the cage. Russo firing on it once more. Swept aside by the Lions up to the near side of the ice, touched farther. Puck ping-pongs around. There's a forward behind the Stars at first, but now it's Nassau County streaking in to the offensive zone. They'll curl with it as they make a change toward the slot. Look out. It's still Nassau County, but the Ice Monster able to get the puck when no one else could. This will be the Stars carrying it forward. Adamek back for Briscoe, gets caught in some skates. It's the Stars gaining the offensive zone, but without possession. And now O'Day able to shoulder his man in front of his own bench. Takes a hit back for his troubles, but it's Briscoe across the logo into the offensive end. Tyler Briscoe on the puck, on the forehand, tries to hit a trailer. It comes off a stick, and here come the Lions right back in the other direction. 7:10 left to go in the first. They'll fire in. It goes off O'Day's stick and wide. And so it turns out to be a good defensive play by the big number 22. O'Day on over for Viscoso in the defensive zone. Viscoso tries to leave with it, but it's the Lions who are going to need a change here as O'Day settles the puck toward the side of his cage. Now behind, waits for Russo to pass and works it over toward Viscoso. On up for Bizarro, comes off his stick into the neutral zone. The Lions gain the line. They try to dump in, can't get it past O'Day. Cycles that puck over, but look out! It's Speaker flashing the leather. Oh boy, what a save there. He throws the left glove out, makes the save, and keeps this a one-goal hockey game after the Ice Monster had gobbled the puck in the defensive zone. Now sometimes the ice can get chewed up early on in these games because of all the skating in the slot area, and that's exactly what happened there as the puck had come off a stick. But instead, it'll be the Lions going offside. And so it's a neutral zone drop with 6:33 left to go here. It's Gitman trying to work that up for Bizarro. Puck rolls rink wide, picked up by the Lions, and they'll dump in once more. And now it's Murphy on over for Ramos. Ramos on up for Bizarro, chipped farther. Gitman able to pull that puck, and now he's one-on-one into the offensive end. Rolling puck on end. It's Gitman getting in tight. Rounds a man, and it doesn't go. Oh, how did it not? It's the Stars who thought they had tied this one up, but a combination of bad luck and good goaltending keeps this a 1-0 hockey game, and onward we play. All the officials were waiting to point toward the net on that one, and instead, it was the big left leg pad of the Nassau County man that kept that one out. And the ensuing dump-in goes for an icing with 5:51 left to go in the first. Well, Gitman had done all the hard work, but it was the toe pad of the Nassau County netminder that kept this a 1-0 hockey game. Credit where credit is due. The home goalie able to shut down the Stars' attack there. It'll now be Bergman trying to pick up this face-off win, work it up to the point. He does. Murphy bats it in, and Gitman fires on the puck at the end boards. He gets body position as that puck comes up to his forehand. He shuffles it up to Murphy. Murphy back down to Gitman, and the puck rolls into the corner. The official in the way on that far side. Sometimes when you have four officials, this is what happens. There's only so much ice out there, but now this could be a 2-on-1, maybe a 2-on-2 here for the Lions. As they drop pass, send it all the way across. It was Ramos who had cut out the threat, and then Speaker sticks upside the follow-up, and Murphy gets pulled down. This is going to be a call against the Lions as Speaker looks toward the bench to see if he should come up. But it's Nassau County who had touched up before that, and so maybe just a little bit of the sting of that early penalty call against the Stars going away as Murphy clearly tripped through the neutral zone in front of two officials. And it'll be the Stars going to the power play with 5:09. Left to go here in the first. It's Pizarro taking that face-off forward. The Lions will try to rack that up and out of the zone, but Bolonic settles it for Murphy. Murphy across for Schulman. Power play unit number one, firing in, rebound in front, and it's still loose in front. Sticks everywhere, goaltenders everywhere. We get a stoppage in play, and we'll see what the call is here as the players separate. Looks like the netminder had sat on top of it in the blue paint, and all those saves count the same. And so still a 1-0 hockey game. 1:40 left to go on the man advantage. Power play unit number one will stay out there with just 20 seconds gone on the penalty. It's Pizarro, Bolonic, O'Day, Murphy, and Schulman. Pizarro at the dot. That one's chipped off a stick into that near corner. Softly feathered up by Nassau County. Murphy gets a stick on it, so Schulman can settle that puck down. Pizarro curls with it into the offensive end. It's still Pizarro there. He'll stop, delay, work it up to Bolonic, and Bolonic fires it across for Murphy. Murphy shovels that across towards Schulman, who streaks in and runs into the official for a minute. O'Day now in for support. 1:13 left to go on the man advantage. 3 Stars in. It's Pizarro looking to come away with it, but it's O'Day's side of the cage. Tries to fire it farther. That puck still sits in front. Upended in front was Pizarro. Now thrown toward the slot. Nassau County there first, and they're going to get this puck up and out of the zone. And so back for it is Schulman, who slow skated it just enough to buy an icing call with a minute even left to go on the man advantage. And so with 4:09 left to play here in the first, this will be an offensive zone draw for the Stars. Well, it's Russo, O'Connor, and Gitman, it looks like, as the forwards. Viscoso and Ramos as the defenders. That puck one up to Russo, who curls with it at the near half wall. Russo with a little time and space works it on down all the way across for Ramos, who had been streaking in. Ramos able to lift the stick of his man, but momentum as the puck under the body of the Nassau County man carried that puck out of the zone. So back for it is Viscoso. Fires that puck up for a waiting Ramos just out of his reach. But it's the Stars on the forecheck trying to take that puck back with just 29 seconds left to go on the man advantage. It's been a lethal power play thus far for the Stars in everything but putting one in the back of the net. And now the puck will roll for an icing. So with 21 seconds left to go on the man advantage, Stars will look to get their lines right with 3:30 left to go here in the first. It'll be a defensive zone draw for the team up a skater but down a goal. It's Schulman, Kocher, and O'Connor. Schaefer and O'Day as the 5 skaters out there. Tying up his man is the Nassau County man, but O'Connor's going to come away with it. O'Connor carries it toward the offensive zone. He'll dump on in. Kocher awaits at the end boards to try and jam up any zone breakout. It's a nice soft toss by the Lions. They'll try to send it across, but it was picked off there by Kocher. Works it over for O'Day. O'Day can step into that one. That hits the blocker and the nub. Fired across. Oh, it hit the inside of the post, it looked like, but it wouldn't go. It's now Kocher jousting with a man on the ice as that puck sits under a couple of bodies. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey here, as that bouncing puck's going to be picked up by Nassau County. It's Nassau County curling toward the slot. Speaker able to get enough of it to send it to the corner. It's now the Stars and O'Day and Kocher trying to get this puck out of the defensive zone with 2:40 left to go in the first. It's Kocher on the puck. He'll carry it behind his net, try to settle the play down as Nassau County thinks about coming behind the net. Instead, though, with the lead, they're happy to just see the Stars kill off some of this first period behind their own cage. It's O'Day working that puck up to Kocher. Kocher on the backhand, able to shovel it on in, and he can go for a change, as can Schulman. Out there on the forecheck is O'Connor, who's able to push a man down, and Nassau County able to get that puck up and out. It's the Stars, just a little bit of Wires crossed there, but no harm, no foul, as Fauci's able to pick up the loose puck, dump in, and Nassau County takes over. Firing on the puck is Schaefer, who gains the line, dumps in. Under 2 minutes left to play here in the first period. This is Nassau County on the puck, far side of the ice, defensive zone. They try to work it up past the point. They do eventually. Schaefer able to retrieve and work it back to his defensive partner in O'Day. On up to Bolonik, shoveled farther for Polyakov, who tries to find Fauci just out of his reach. And so Nassau County streaks back the other direction. It's Nassau County in tight. The drop pass can't connect for them. Blowing a tire were the Stars, but Bolonik in for support. Filters it to the far side of the ice. Nassau County looks to pick it up. Schaefer, though, able to throw it over to Bolonik on the backhand. Fauci awaits, tries to touch it farther there. This one might go for an icing. Now it was washed already as the Stars pour in on the forecheck. Nassau County will come in the other direction. Picking that pass off was Murphy, and he dumps in once more, but this time offside. It was carried in, Murphy says, by the Lions, and it should not have gone for an offside, but offside it goes with 1:07 left to go. The linesman will talk about it, but it's not going to help the Stars at all with this far side of the ice drop. So the penalties may be even, but the tight calls still going against the Stars early on in this one. Of course, they often say complaining about officiating is the loser's lament, and the Stars hope that they don't have to continue talking about it in this game. It's now Nassau County trying to work that puck across the logo, and it sits there, does the puck after some jousting between the players, but settling that puck down is Murphy. He's able to stick it past a man, throw it off the glass toward Adamick and Russo, who will give chase on the forecheck. That one goes off. Russo in the middle. Adamick able to fire that just wide of the cage. 33 seconds left to go here in the first. Briscoe touches that puck farther. Gets some support there from Russo. Puck sits between a couple of sticks, but Anthony Russo emerges with it, throws it across the slot. Adamick able to work it up to the point. Gets the touch pass back from Murphy. Cycles it in lower for Russo. Again, a lot of bodies in front. Some high cross-checking on Briscoe there. Uncalled in the low slot. Onward we play. It's 8 seconds left to go. Russo throws it out to the slot. 5 now to go for Nassau County as they look to gain the line and just send that in wide of the goal. There goes the buzzer after one. It's the Nassau County Lions 1, the New York Stars 0. Stick around, we'll put 15 minutes on the board, do it all over again from Cantiague Park. This is Midnight Sports.
Streets are empty, echoes howl, daylight bricks and shattered ground. Engine roars like beast on fire, chasing dreams. Grip tight the steering wheel, stealing nerves against the field. Rolling hills and sharp descents, never stop a soul hell-bent. Radio blares adrenaline, fingers tap on skin and tin. Horizon looms but never near, push the limits, lose the fear. Running on fumes, can't slow down, foot to the floor through this town. Eyes on the prize, won't back out. Living life loud, no fear, no doubt. Running on fumes, can't slow down. Foot to the floor through this town. Eyes on the prize, won't back out. Living life loud, no fear, no doubt. Running on fumes, can't slow down. Foot to the floor through this town. Eyes on the prize, won't back out.
All right, as promised, 15 more on the board here. Out in Hicksville, goaltenders being checked, scorekeeper being checked. And across goes Latito to give some of his teammates some room on the team bench. You often see a goaltender who is the backup in that particular game will take that seat across the ice. It's a bouncing puck kept in by the Stars, it looked like, but we get a quick call there by the linesman. That puck may have just been a hair out of the zone, so a tight call, but probably the right one. With just 12 seconds gone here in the second, it's Pizarro working it over to Murphy. Murphy goes around a man and gets upended, but Bergman able to filter that on net. He was looking to bounce it in. It goes just wide, so now it's Gitman pulling that puck off the corner, working it back up toward Ramos, back down to Gitman. Gitman for Ramos. Ramos fires this one in. It hits a shin pad. Shot just wide. Oh boy, that puck didn't look like it was going to get through all the traffic. It did. Ended up just wide of the cage. It's a 3-on-2 though for the Lions as they look to come all the way across. The Lions throw that up to the top of the slot, fired in. Speaker able to make the save. It still sits in front, but it was loose and touched home by the Lions. And so, just 50 seconds into the second, the Stars are snake bit in this opening minute or two of each period here out in Nassau. It's the Lions 2, the Stars nothing. And so this will be O'Connor, Schulman, and Kocher. As the forwards, it's Schulman trying to win that forward, comes up toward Kocher. He's able to gain the line and dump in. That puck fired all the way around. O'Connor finds Kocher, bottom of that far circle. Streaking in are the Stars. Taking a couple chances was the road team, and now it's a 2-on-1 back in the other direction. They shoot in wide of the cage. It was some good work by the Stars to get back in the way to make that a 2-on-2, necessitating the wide shot by the Lions. Good skating by the road team, cut out the threat there as that puck just sits on Viscoso's stick. He's able to dump it on in, and he gave the Lions forward a little bit of a head tap after he had fallen down, rubbed his hair, but look out, this is a breakaway in the other direction as the Lions try to come around. Speaker stands tall on the shot near post, and he's able to cover it there with 13-17 left to go in the second. Speaker stymies the breakaway as the Lions ran out of real estate on that far side of the ice. And it's still a 2-0 hockey game here in Hicksville. It's Polyakov, Fauci, and Bolonik as the forwards. And that puck won up by the Lions to the top of the slot, fired in wide of the cage, comes off the end boards, and picking it up are the Stars to work it on up to Polyakov. Bolonik for Polyakov to Fauci. Fauci into the offensive end. He's one-on-one, shoots in. That one goes into the glove of the Lions man. And so with 13:02 left to go here in the second, it'll be an offensive zone drop for the team from Coney Island. Nothing farther just yet. And so same five skaters will stay out there early on into the shift. This will be the Stars trying to fire it across. It gets picked off though by the Lions, who will streak in to the offensive end. They try to send it on net, but it was good work, at first at least, by the Stars to throw it on over. It was Murphy who cut out the threat. That puck comes off the corner of the cage. It's fired around toward Ramos, who takes a hit. The Lions will dump right back in. Murphy on the puck, on the backhand, curls behind his net. Able to corral that puck is Braden Murphy, and then skate forward with it. Murphy through the neutral zone. He's got Fauci far side of the ice. He finds him. Fauci tries to filter it back over to Murphy. Couldn't find him. There was a Lions man in the way. So Polyakov back to pick up that puck. That ends up fluttering to Bolonik. Bolonik looks to gain the line here. He does. He's going to cape it and take it all the way into the offensive end and then dump in so the Stars can make a change. This period of a long change means the change, of course, is at the offensive blue line for most of these players. It's the Lions, though, coming right back in the other direction. But Viscoso and Russo, Stars leadership group, able to pull the puck off the Lions man and work it up to that far point. Not out just yet. O'Day, long reach, picks up that puck, and he stops, turns, and carries that puck to the end boards, and then he's able to fire it up, but it's at the far point. Slapper in. That puck deflected wide of the cage. Speaker able to get down, make the save, and throw a glove on it. And so with 11:40 left to go here in the second, it is a defensive zone draw upcoming for the Stars. This will be Russo at the dot, far side of the ice. Lions win that, they fire in. Speaker able to make the save. We get a whistle as he had frozen it. It gets chopped out of his glove. He's got a few words for the Lions man. And he had taken a slash to the hand. No penalty called there as Speaker skates that one off, shaking the big left mitt. And he gets nothing more than just a little bit of time and space to try and get that left hand right. And so we're ready for the face-off now. Anthony Russo did a good job as the trigger man to skate away from the dot to give his netminder some time. Try and shake out the hand and get it feeling right. It's now the Lions, though, behind the net. They'll come all the way around. And it was Viscoso who was able to swipe it to safety and then get some support from Adamick. Adamick carries it up the near side. He'll dump in and fire on the puck with Briscoe. Adamick able to get that puck over toward Briscoe. Throws it toward the slot. Long reach. It comes up to O'Day after Russo was able to get it to him. Adamick reaches for it once more. Works it up to Russo. Russo tracks in with it. Russo looks for Viscoso, who had been creeping in, and gives it right back to him. Russo fires in. That puck takes a deflection wide of the cage. Russo picks it up once more. Anthony Russo, a man with his hair on fire right now, has that puck behind the net. He gets leaned on there, and the puck will eventually spill up to the near half wall and be taken out of the zone by the Lions, who are able to dump that in. Viscoso lays a shoulder into a man on the dump in, but the Lions gain the offensive zone, and they look to get possession back here. It's Briscoe on the puck, able to work it past the blue line. The Lions will take over at the logo once more. They flutter that puck only so far as O'Day, who works it over near side for Viscoso. Viscoso on up. He takes another hit at his own blue line. The Lions try to creep across, but it was O'Day with the long reach. He's able to cut out the zone break-in, and now Adamick leans on a man there. Pizarro fresh off the bench, able to keep the zone, it looked like. But the linesman disagrees, and so with 10:04 left to go here in the second, it's an offside call on the Stars and a neutral zone drop. Well, this will be Bergman, Gitman, and Bizarro. Ramos and Murphy as the five skaters in navy blue. Clean win by Gitman, back to Ramos, who fires that puck in. Icing waved there, and so onward we play. The Lions thought they might get the call, and truth be told, that puck was on the improper side of the red line, but it's fired in this time by Ramos. Must have been a Lions man close enough to it. Murphy all the way down, gets the return pass, handcuffed a little bit, but Ramos able to keep it in the zone. He fires in this time. Well, that was a heat-seeking missile that just went over the cage. Now it'll be Murphy turning with the puck in the near corner. Cycles it down. Gitman on over for Bergman. This is some good sustained pressure by the Stars here as the Lions fire that up and out of the zone. Should be an offensive zone draw for the Stars here with 9:32 left to go in the second. Time enough to remind you, tune in tomorrow, 2 p.m. From Long Beach Municipal Ice Arena. It's the Stars heading on out to take on the Lightning right here on Midnight Sports. This is Ramos firing that puck in. It fluttered just wide of the cage. Good position save at the very least by the Nassau County man between the pipes, who looked to have gotten a piece of it. It's now the Lions coming back in the other direction. They'll gain the line, fire in, and give chase, but it looked like they hadn't gotten across the red line. And so one of those tight calls, if you're keeping track, goes against Nassau County, and for the Stars, it'll be an offensive zone draw for the road team, far side of the ice. 9:14 left to play in this middle frame. And it'll be Sammy Shulman at the dot. Shulman, O'Connor, and Kocher out there as the forward. Schaefer and O'Day as the defenders. Bouncing puck comes up near half wall. Schaefer's pinched all the way in to keep the zone. Able to cycle it toward O'Connor. O'Connor gets it back, works it to the near side of the ice. Kocher deputizing near point as Schaefer plays the puck from the near half wall. It's now Shulman pinching from the slot in, and O'Day comes all the way in from the point. Stars just getting their positioning right now as O'Day tries to keep the zone. He's able to take a man out of the play there. It was the Lions who wanted a call. They're not going to get one, though. This will go for an icing. And so perhaps our last comment on the officiating in this game. At least we hope so, and I'm sure you do too at home. And that was a 50-50 call that could have gone against the Stars and didn't. And so with 8:40 left, it's just a 2-0 hockey game. Onward we will play here, as Shulman and O'Connor will switch positions. O'Connor wins that faceoff forward, but without possession. It's going to come up to Schaefer, who bangs it just a bit deeper in the zone. Shulman able to pull that off the boards for O'Connor. O'Connor shoots in. That one is shouldered by the netminder of Nassau County, and he was twisting and turning as he fell to the ice. He did very well to keep that puck out, as you can see on the replay. That puck up in the armpit for the netminder, who was able to do a twist that Chubby Checker would be proud of to keep that puck from going across the line. This one's going to come all the way down. This will go for an icing with 8:18 left to go in the second. And another offensive zone draw for the Stars. Shots 10-9, allegedly in the Stars' favor. Many of those came at the Stars power play, or on the Stars power play. And so it'll be the Stars trying to find the twine in the back of the net. And the officials just slowing things down as players from both teams had tried to break into that face-off circle just a little bit early. It's Kocher on the back check, able to pick up that puck. He dumps in, hitting a man right there in the offensive zone, but the Stars filter that puck down to the top of the slot. O'Connor has it back. Shulman calling for it, but it was a stick lift by Nassau County, and now the home run pass connects. Speaker way out of his cage to shut down that breakaway and then throw the big mitt on it. And so Speaker with the breakaway save. And it was good work by the Stars getting back to harass the man on the breakaway, making sure he didn't feel like he had any time. Good teamwork there by the road team. Although the home run pass connected, Schaefer was able to get back and put a stick on the side of the Nassau County man to let him know there was a trailer right there ready to pick up any loose change, and forced maybe a shot just a little earlier than the Lions man wanted to take. Anyway, it's Nassau County with the face-off win. They'll filter that puck deep. Down on the puck is Murphy. Upends a man there. Onward we play. It's Murphy and Balonik working a man over. Puck comes out near the net front, now fired in. It goes off a skate and a stick. Getting back in a hurry is Speaker. That one's going to come up to the top of the nearest circle. It's frantic play out there right now with 7.5 left to go in this second period. We're halfway through this one, but all the action still upcoming, it seems. It's Nassau County working that puck over. Speaker gets down, throws a blocker on it, and that puck's going to pop up to the slot and be swiped up and out. And now Polyakov will give chase. It's Nassau County able to throw that puck on up. And now it's Murphy to carry the puck behind his cage. Nassau County gets in position, as do the Stars. Balonik fakes a take, and it'll be Murphy coming out with it. Murphy carries that puck to the far side of the ice. Figures he couldn't beat the man to the boards there, and so he's able to throw that puck up and out. It's Fauci who takes a hit there. Could have been a call of interference. Fauci over to check on the man, who stays down after the Nassau County man had tried to hit him. And so we'll get just a stoppage in play here, as Nassau County will skate on over to their bench, as will the Stars. A nice cheer, some good gamesmanship, well, sportsmanship I should say, not gamesmanship, from both teams, as there was a cheer from both benches as both players able to get up. And it should be a face-off in the offensive zone for the timeout, essentially. It's Gitman winning that back up to Viscoso. And we should mention, no worse for the wear are either player, it seems, both back on the bench, neither being tended to, and so we will keep playing. It's a 2-on-1 developing here for the Stars. Bergman looks to shoot in, unable to get the puck to pop off his stick, though. And that rare occurrence sees the puck come all the way back into the defensive end. Riley Bergman and Dominic Bizarro streaking into a 2-on-1 into the offensive zone is exactly how you draw it up, if you're the Stars. And so just unfortunate that that ice monster did keep the puck from hopping off Bergman's stick. Onward we play. It's now Bizarro on the forecheck, trying to take the puck off a man. Instead, it's Rip here as he had played the puck, and unfortunately looked like it was caught between the skates of the Nassau County man. So an unfortunate play there for the Stars. If you're a Stars fan, it'll be the old 77 to the box for tripping with 5:46 left to go in this second period. Stars down a man, down 2 goals in the second half of this game. And so they'll look to try and carry some momentum from a penalty kill forward if they can get it. It's Ramos, and appears to be Murphy as the defenders. Win there by Nassau County. They'll fire in. Deflection carries that up and over the cage. It's going to be racked around to the near point. Stars try to carry that up and out through Russo. Instead, Nassau County will streak in. Russo, though, on the back check, prevents the shot from coming. Now top of the slot, it's Nassau County working it to the far side. In the bumper, Speaker able to make the save and gets a little help from his defenseman, as he has a couple of words for the Nassau County man, trying to chop at his glove one more time. And the Lions player pleads innocence. And so always interesting to watch the game within the game on that one. But in any event, it's Nassau County with the puck. They try to fire in. Russo with a shot block, hobbles over to force his man into a dump in. It's Nassau County with the puck. Near side of the ice, near half wall now are the Lions. They'll pass it on up to the near point, right back down to the near half wall. A little time and space to operate as the Stars try to keep that puck from hitting the bumper. It does, but a shot block sees that puck rejected on up and out. Now it's Kocher with speed. It's a breakaway for Kocher. He's got a man behind him, but gloving that puck down, and no penalty called here as Russo able to limp off the ice. It was Kocher who was pulled on and hooked on, but no call coming. It was Nassau County who did just enough to slow 24 down within the rules. And so just an offensive zone draw for the Stars on the shorthanded chance for Kocher. This will be Shulman. And O'Connor as the forwards. Comes up to Viscoso, pumps a shot on goal. It hits a skate, getting back is O'Day. That bouncing puck was settled well by Alec O'Day. Otherwise, it would have been a break. Now it's just a 2-on-2 for the Lions, who try to dangle on past. A couple of Stars sticks in the way. Shot goes just wide of the cage. And now the puck pumped on up to the near point. But it was Viscoso who gets a stick in the way. Speaker gets down, able to cover up and freeze that puck between the pads. Still 44 seconds left to go here on the man advantage for Nassau County. This will be a defensive zone draw for the team from Coney Island. It's Nassau County winning that, firing that wide of the cage. And they'll pick it back up on the far side of the ice. That puck worked up to Shulman, who's going to send it all the way down the ice. This will go for an icing. And so with 4:16 left to go and 30 seconds left to go on the man advantage, 4:16 left to go in the second, it's an offensive zone draw for the Lions. Shulman and O'Connor stay out, as do Viscoso and O'Day. That's a face-off. Shulman gets tied up, but he's able to step on the puck and then kick it to a teammate who fires it up and off the glass. This is a good zone clearance. Won't go for an icing. It's O'Connor on the forecheck, and as he always does, seemingly gets stick on puck and jams up the breakout at first. Now it's the Lions trying to fire that puck up to the blue line. They do. They'll take it to the half wall and then dump on in. O'Day will fire on the puck. Oh, it came out in front. Speaker gets down. Big save there. As that rolling puck came off the end board, Speaker able to jump on top of it, though, with 3:48 left to go in the second period. 2 seconds left to go on the man advantage. And it's a defensive zone draw for the Stars. This will be Ramos, Murphy, Bizarro, and Gitman as the 4 skaters. Gitman, clean win. Stars needed that. Should be 5-on-5 hockey right now, and it is, as the Stars will come all the way across and leave it for Bergman. Bergman goes to fire on the wrister. He'll get it back as there was a stick in the way. Riley Bergman looks to filter that down for Murphy, and now Gitman. Gitman in the corner, works it back up toward Murphy. Bergman to take over, fires that in. That's going to be backhanded by the Lions netminder. And so with 3:25 left to go in the second, offensive zone draw for the Stars. Well, this will be Pizarro and Bergman staying out. Gitman as well, Murphy and Ramos as the defensive pair. Gitman at the near dot. Ejected from the circle once more are the Lions there for being slow to set up, presumably. It's Murphy firing in. That puck looked to be loose in front. It was Pizarro who got pushed into the netminder, and then the Lions all streak in. Perhaps they didn't see the push. Trying to keep their goaltender clean is the home team. And so all the players just separated here. And it looks like cooler heads have prevailed, both between the players and the officials. And so this will be Gitman at the dot. Strolls up, works it up to Pizarro. Gitman's been money at the draw today. It's Gitman getting the pass back from Pizarro, and he's harassed there at the half wall, so he'll dump in for Bergman. Bergman fires that toward the slot, and only worked up to Murphy did the puck. As it comes off the end boards, it's swiped right back to those end boards by the Nassau County goaltender. And with 3 minutes left to play here in the second, it's a puck that comes all the way out to the neutral zone. Ramos over for Murphy, on up for Bergman. And it'll be the Lions now in the defensive slot, harassed there by Pizarro. Bergman in for support. Rolling puck to the neutral zone. Murphy has to wait for everybody to clear right in front of his bench. He's able to work it into the zone, but without possession. And so the Lions work that puck right back up in front of both benches. Murphy chips it forward on a 50-50 play. It will be Nassau County coming away with it between their defensive circles. Gitman on the forecheck. As that fluttering puck finds the Stars, they'll throw it right back in. Nassau County on the puck. They work it to the far side, but it's Gitman, long reach. Puck comes out in front. It's Pizarro trying to tap it forward there. And it was saved nicely by Nassau County, and they're able to send that puck up and out. Almost bodies a man far side. All the way across is Viscoso. Rolling puck in front, still loose in front. That puck jabbed off the back of the cage. It's Nassau County keeping possession in the offensive zone for a moment, but coming away with it are the Stars, at least to center ice. This one comes back in, offside, and so it's a couple of players who ran into each other in the neutral zone. Pizarro and his counterpart give each other a shoulder tap and a nice display of sportsmanship at center ice. And this one looks like on the offside will be a neutral ice drop far side of the rink. 1:56 left to go here in the second. Still all left to play for from Hicksville as Nassau County throws that into the offensive end. It's going to come all the way up to Viscoso, who cycles it for O'Day. O'Day on the forehand, looks to get that puck up and out. He does toward Briscoe. Briscoe touches it farther. Now in stride is Tyler Briscoe. He dumps it on into the offensive zone, looks to pull it off the end boards. A couple of Stars in the way. They'll cycle that puck around. In front was Bolonic. Bolonic has Adamick near side, throws it across the slot, and it'll be Briscoe to recover. Briscoe fires that back toward Adamick, who chips it right back to Briscoe. Briscoe on the puck, dumps it in once more. Turning this time is Bolonic near half wall. He's got a little bit of time and space to work it up toward Viscoso, but there was a stick in the way, and so the Stars just have to bat at it. They throw it wide of the cage to the Stars, and then all the way across is O'Day with speed. Carries it to the end boards. Alec O'Day still on the puck, looking to turn and shoot. Works it up to Viscoso. Viscoso sets up a shot. It hits a body in front, but Nico Viscoso gets it back, dumps on in, and now it's Adamick and Bolonic on the puck at the end boards. Nassau County throwing it around off the dasher far side, and now it's a break in the other direction. It's Viscoso getting back in a hurry, fired in wide of the cage, and it looks like the stick got caught. And the Lions man will see what the call is here as the referee has his arm raised for a penalty, but some discussion now with 40.3 left to go here in the second. Viscoso wants an explanation. He's an alternate captain. He gets it. And it's going to be interference. It looks like called. We'll see if it's going to be a penalty shot here. Indeed it is. And so this is going to be a penalty shot here from Hicksville. Speaker trying to call the official in his direction, as he typically does. Just asking for an explanation on the call, maybe to slow things down a little bit. This time it's gamesmanship, not sportsmanship. We'll see if it works out here from Hicksville. As Speaker is ready to go, as is the shooter for the Lions. Here we go. The most thrilling play in hockey. It's Nassau County cycling all the way in, trying to carry that puck in deeper. Speaker with the save. No goal. And a little bit of a TJ Watt celebration after it. And so this keeps it a 2-0 hockey game here in Nassau County, with 40.3 left to go in this second period. This will be Murphy and Ramos as the defenders, Schulman, Kocher, and O'Connor as the forwards. All players set, and the puck is dropped, swiped toward the slot, but the Stars will come away with it. It's the captain skating forward, far side of the ice, gains the line, throws it in on net, sticked aside nicely by the Nassau County man. It's now the Stars tracking back to the neutral zone to pick up that puck and dump in once more on net. That one goes just wide of the cage. Looked like the Lions had it covered anyway. Now this one goes offside. Ramos didn't love the call, but I think he's more frustrated that the puck crossed the line rather than that the whistle went. 18.7 left to go here in the second period. It's a Lions 2-0 lead. But don't let the scoreboard fool you. It's been all action here from Hicksville. It's now Murphy firing that one high of the cage. It'll bounce off the end boards and be picked up by the Lions near half wall. There's O'Connor on the forecheck there. Schulman goes across to try and jam up any breakout play with just 4 seconds left. They don't want the Lions to get a shot off, and they don't. There goes the buzzer. After 2, it's Nassau County 2. The Stars nothing. Stick around. We'll put 15 on the board. Do it one last time here from Long Island. This is Midnight Sports. Well, as promised, 15 on the board. We're going to do it one last time here. In just a moment, boards being pounded. Players getting set, goaltenders being checked. 5 skaters out there for each team. As you may recall, on a penalty shot, no one ends up going to the box because the penalty is the free run at the netminder. That one's going to come to the near side of the cage. Ramos able to settle it down, work it up to the near point, but it's filtered right back until Briscoe in the way. Tyler Briscoe able to cut out the threat at first, and this one's going to be an intentional offside on the Lions. And so all the way down, this faceoff will go to the Nassau County zone, and it'll be Russo, Adamick, and Briscoe as the forwards. Ramos and Murphy just 17 seconds into this one. Wouldn't expect a line change, didn't get one. This is Russo at the near dot. Adamick gets ready on the draw. That one's thrown right back up and out. came close enough to Murphy. There'll be no icing here. Murphy all the way back for it. He's going to shovel it over toward Ramos. Ramos on the forehand, picks up that puck, jabs it off the boards, carried up and out by Russo. Russo in the neutral zone, has the puck just come off his stick, but Nassau throws it into their own bench. And so with 14:25, we get a stoppage in play in this final frame from Hicksville. Hey folks, as we tick toward the end of the season here for the Stars, just a moment to say thank you so much for being a Midnight Sports viewer. Please do us just one last favor. Hit that like, subscribe, or follow button on YouTube or Instagram. It helps us out, and we promise it's free to you. And it's now Schaefer shuttling all the way across. A nice hip check into the boards there by Thomas Schaefer. Upends his man, and now the Stars can get in business through Viscoso on up for Bologna. Bologna fires that up, looking for the headman pass. That one goes wanting, and ultimately for an icing with 14:06. We'll have to go in the third period, and just to tie a bow on that, not only does it help us, but it'll keep you up to date with all that's going on with the 16U New York Stars and anything else Midnight Sports is able to offer. This will be Bologna at the near dot. Fauci at the near half wall. Nassau fires that in. Speaker snaps the pads down, kicks it aside, and now it's a block shot by Polyakov. Nassau gets it back, but only so far as Bologna, and then Fauci. Fauci on the puck. Carries it up the left wing. He's got a man under him there, pushing him, hooking him. No call at all. Unbelievable here, says the Stars bench, as Fauci had a stick under his arms and was pushed down there. But nothing coming, so Fauci takes matters into his own hands, buries the Nassau man into his own bench. Onward we play. Now, when we said call it both ways, I suppose not calling it both ways works as well. Fauci able to dump, turn, and make the line change there as Nassau County looks to pick it up in their own end. It's the Stars emerging with it. Bologna tight in, shoots in, still spilled in front. Second shot saved, and now it's Bologna on the puck, trying to carry it up and to the point. But it'll be the Lions coming back the other way. Schaefer and Viscoso get back. Viscoso able to get on that puck and send it right back up and out of the zone. 13 minutes even left to go here in the third period. And it is Bergman all over his man on the forecheck, streaking in his Gitman. He couldn't find him at first. There was a Nassau man in the way. And then the Nassau goaltender able to touch that back up and out. But we'll see what the call is here. Looks like maybe a cross check on the Lions. And so, with that arm raised, this will be an offensive zone draw for the Stars. They're down 2, but up a man for the next 2 with 12:50 left to play in this game. Now power play unit number 1 over the boards. It's Murphy, Schulman, Bizarro, Bologna, and O'Day for this draw. Bizarro winning it back to Bologna, works it up to Murphy. Murphy on across for Schulman. Murphy awaits, top of the slot, gets it right back from Schulman at the blue line. Still Murphy, shooting in, looking for a deflection, hits a couple of bodies in front, firing it farther is Bizarro. He picks it right back up. Bizarro able to work that over for Bologna, who settles it for Murphy, back to Bologna. Bologna on the puck, working it to Murphy. Murphy on over towards Schulman. It's Murphy with the puck back now, top of the slot, and he fires that one in, looking for a deflection. It's still loose in front. Oh, it nearly was fired home. The whole Stars bench threw their arms up. They thought it was in the back, and truth be told, so did I from our vantage point. But it's still Murphy with the puck in the top of the slot, looking to fire in once more. Bologna has it back from Murphy, right back to Murphy. Murphy fires that one just a little high and wide of the cage. He was looking for a deflection to bring that puck on down. Murphy able to keep the zone, jabs it in. Not once, but twice. It was a sliding save by Murphy there. Fires it all the way across for Bizarro. It's shot off a shin guard, and now all the way up and out of the zone. This one's going to keep rolling. Might cross the end line. It doesn't. Well, it does, but it was only right when Schulman was there. Look out. That puck sits in the slot. It's the Lions firing in. Speaker able to make the save. And picking it up is Schulman, who tries to get that puck up and out. The ice is chopped up right now in the Stars' defensive zone, and so they'll have to be mindful with the puck here with 30 seconds left to go on the man advantage. 11-17 left to go in this game. It's Murphy pulling that puck from behind his cage and carrying it all the way out. It's Ramos able to chip it forward. O'Day can fire on it. Ramos will be first to it. Ramos up for O'Day. O'Day now to carry that puck at the half wall. He's able to pin it against the wall and turn in the other direction. O'Day on the puck. Works it up to the point. 7 seconds left to go in the man advantage. Speaker taps his stick to let his team know Russo has it at the near half wall. He'll cycle it in deeper. Russo filters that to the end boards. 5-on-5 hockey now as that's thrown across to the blue paint. It was Ramos who was streaking in. He fires it on a turnaround. It's jabbed aside by the Lions. Now Russo on the puck. Near corner has it. Throws it deeper for O'Connor. O'Connor back to Russo in front. He shoots. He scores! It was O'Connor for Russo, and there was no doubt about it. In the bottom of the slot, the Stars cut this lead in half. All of a sudden, it's Nassau County 2, the New York Stars 1. 10:33 left to play here in Hicksville. Suing face-off will be Kocher, Adamick, and Bolognick. Schaefer and Viscoso as the defensive pair. Clean win by Bolognick, filtered up by Viscoso in the neutral zone. And taking over is Kocher. Kocher on the backhand, throws it into the offensive end. It's softly played right back out towards Schaefer. And now pulled off the boards by Kocher on over to Adamick. Adamick carries it farther. Puck just flutters off his stick for a moment. Kocher all over the puck in the slot. Nassau County has to twirl back to that far corner with it. It's the Lions now on the puck. Near half wall, they'll turn. Far half wall, I should say, as Nassau County just throws it up past the blue line to try and relieve some of this pressure. It's Schaefer back in his own end with it, throws it across, and Adamick tries to carry it farther there. It hops off his stick to a Nassau County man. They'll gain the line and dump in. Turning for it is Kocher. He's got a man on him. Speaker yelling to him there. It's Kocher cycling back for Schaefer, who is able to work it over to Bolognick, who takes a high stick. And Nassau County will tie up for it. And it's Bolognick letting the official know he was hit up high twice with 9:38 left to play here. It's high sticking on Nassau County, so the Stars down a goal, up a man for the next 2 minutes. Now it's a tripping call, in fact, but it was Bolognick who took a stick to the head. And so perhaps that one was missed, but the trip was called, and so regardless, 5-on-4 hockey upcoming for the visitors here in Cantiague Park. This will be Bizarro chipping that forward on the faceoff. It's fired up off the glass, but it was Schulman able to intercept that zone exit and work it down lower and then get the return pass from O'Day. Schulman over for Murphy. Murphy settles that puck down. They fire in on him to give Schulman some room, who fires it in. That net nearly open for a second. And now the Stars trying to get another shot on goal here as Bolognick will settle that puck down. Fired all the way up, and it's a penalty. It looks like a delayed penalty. They'll get the sixth skater out there, will the Stars, as they try to work that puck. Look out, it's going to be touched up here. It doesn't matter by the Lions. It was a delayed call, and that's why the Stars were able to get that sixth skater out there. But for the next minute and 25 seconds, it's going to be a 5-on-3 here for the Stars. And so, perhaps the officials making this commentator look a little bit foolish with the early game commentary on how the calls were going. So it's a 5-on-3 about to develop here for the visitors. It will be Bolognick, Bizarro, Murphy, O'Day, and Schulman to take this drop as the Stars skate back out there. 1:25 to go on the 5-on-3. Schulman taking that face-off forward, but it's Murphy able to keep that puck in the zone and leave it for Bizarro. Every zone keep precious here, given the 5-on-3. It's now Murphy able to stalk in just a bit more. Works it over for O'Day. O'Day fires in. That one hits a glove in front, and then it's saved nicely as Bizarro takes a couple of hits to the face there as he was trying to crowd the netminder. I doubt they're going to send anybody to the box for it, given that it is a 5-on-3. And so with 8:37 left to go in this game, 1 minute left to go on the 5-on-3, the Stars with an offensive zone draw upcoming once more. This is Bolognick at the dot. Clean win back to O'Day. O'Day out there with Murphy. O'Day fires it across to Murphy. Trying to find an opening here are the Stars. Murphy in the mid slot on over to O'Day. O'Day will work that puck on back to Murphy. Murphy in the slot, back to O'Day. Trying to get a man to bite here are the Stars. It's O'Day all the way across for Bolognic, who touches it. Oh, boy, Bizarro nearly able to touch home. Puck just evaded his grasp. It's 30 seconds left to go in this 5-on-3. Fired all the way across toward Bolognic. Bolognic has to settle that puck down and work it up, but he can't as the Lions able to get that puck up and out. So with 19 seconds left to go in the 5-on-3, it's a quick up here for the Stars, who will make a change. It looked like for a second, no, it'll be the same 5 out there as Bizarro comes into the offensive zone. It's Bolognic, and now it's Murphy firing in. That one's gloved aside, and it's a stop for the Lions with just 4 seconds left to go. And it'll be abbreviated 5-on-4 for 36 seconds here for the Stars if they're unable to score in the next 4 seconds on this 5-on-3. 7:41 left to play in this game. Stars trying to get this puck into the back of the net. Well, it's O'Connor, Gitman, Russo, Viscoso, and Ramos as the 5 skaters out there. It's Russo, clean win, back up to Viscoso, who fires that one in. It's going to be kicked aside by the Lions netminder. Picking that puck up is Gitman. Gitman will track in and then leave for Russo. Dumps that puck just a bit deeper. All the way across it comes. Puck in front. Jabbed at not once but twice by Gitman. It ends up going wide. Russo has it back. Russo turns with it and tries to cycle the puck deeper for O'Connor. He gets it back. Russo fires in. That one's saved by a defenseman's stick in front. Filtered all the way across, but it hits a stick, and the Lions able to fire that up and out. Should go for an icing. It does with just 4 seconds left to go on the man advantage. It'll be an offensive zone draw for the Stars with 7:05 left to play in this game. Now the Stars have had some chances here, but the Lions sometimes defending can beat good offense, and right now that's exactly what's going on. And so this will be Schulman at the dot, one toward the corner by the Lions, who will see this be 5-on-5 hockey here as that puck is fluttered and then touched farther. So Schaefer gets on his horse to get back, throws it up strong side for O'Connor. O'Connor all the way across. He's going to find Kocher, who's had himself a game here. Kocher all the way in, fires in. That one's going to be gloved down by the Nassau County netminder. And so with 6:47 left to go, it's an offensive zone draw for the Stars. And some 5-on-5 hockey. Nassau County successful in killing off the 5-on-3 here on home ice. This is Schulman, Kocher, and O'Connor as the forwards. O'Day and Schaefer as the defenders. That puck's dropped. One all the way out of the zone, so Schaefer will turn for it. He's got a man on him, but O'Day back to help him. Works it on over for O'Day. O'Day's going to carry it behind his net and then shovel it farther. It goes off Schaefer, who works it over for O'Connor. O'Connor on up to Kocher. It's a breakout here for the Stars. Cross center ice comes Kocher. He's got to track back for it. He dumps it in on the backhand, and it's quite effective for the Stars. They can make a change here if they want to. It's Schulman on the back check. The Lions trying to carry it farther, but Kocher gets the puck off a good Schulman back check and carries it deep into the zone, then fires it up to Schaefer. Schaefer slapper in, goes just wide of the cage. Picking it up in stride is Russo, who works it up to O'Day at the point, who just has to dump it in once more. No shooting angle for him. Out is Briscoe in that far corner. Excuse me, that's Adamick trying to body the puck there, and he does. And Briscoe now can get on the ice as Kocher will go for a change. Puck to the side of the cage, nearly filtered home, fired home by the Stars. Can you believe it? Oh, baby. That looked like it was O'Day who picked up the loose change and fired home and goes through the handshake line with vigor. 5:48 left to play here from Hicksville, and it's a whole new ball game. Lions 2, Stars 2. This will be Russo at the dot. Briscoe and Adamick out there with them. Face-off win back toward Murphy. Nassau fires in, though, on the puck. It's the Lions shooting in. Speaker able to make the save and cover up immediately. And so, with 5:39 left to play here in this game, it's a defensive zone draw for the Stars. This will be Russo at the dot, trying to win on his patented backhand toward the corner. Does exactly that over to Murphy. Murphy looks for Briscoe. Briscoe has the puck. He's able to slap that into the offensive end, and it took a deflection, so there'll be no icing. Lions will work that all the way around, but not past Adamek, who's able to keep the offensive zone. And now the Lions will try the near side of the ice. Circling for it is Russo there. Lions able to fire it up to the slot. Across was Ramos to jam up the breakout play, and Russo picks up that rolling puck in front of the scorer's table, and then it's fired in by the Lions. Only so far as Murphy, who works it on over for Ramos. Ramos on the puck, gets handcuffed a little bit there, as it'll be Briscoe dumping on in. Lions to retrieve in their end. 5 minutes even left to go here. It's picked off by Murphy, who nearly carried it into the offensive zone. The Lions, though, come across. Bodies flying everywhere now as the pace of play picks up just a little bit farther. It's the Lions picking the puck up once more at their own blue line and carrying it back into their defensive end. They'll fire it on up. Murphy to retrieve. Murphy gains the line, fires in. That's blockered aside by the Lions netminder. And now Belonik on the forecheck as the Lions will try the far side of the ice. Bouncing puck up to Murphy. Murphy delays on the dump in because there were forwards still in the zone. And now it's Belonik once more on the forecheck. Stars nearly pick off the puck. Instead, Nassau County skates it up to the neutral zone. It's the Lions trying to enter the offensive zone, but it was touched farther there by Viscoso, who takes a man out of the play near side of the ice. The Lions bench cannot believe the non-call, and now Nassau County fires that in. Speaker gets down to make the 150-foot save, and so this will be Viscoso on the puck behind his net. Viscoso there on the forehand, works that puck up toward Polyakov, who settles it down, curls with it, and then works it across the ice for Belonik. Belonik shovels that puck on the backhand to forehand, tries to come around a man, then throw it to the slot. It hits a stick, and it's batted up to the near point, but Thomas Schaefer there fires it just wide, maybe really just a dump in there by the Stars, as Nassau County can't get that puck up and out of the zone past Viscoso. 3:30 left to play here in the third period. That puck's going to flutter up, but not into the benches. Schaefer turns with it and works it into the neutral zone. Thomas Schaefer cut out the threat there. He was all alone for a moment. That puck flutters off the dasher. Picking it up is Bergman on the end wall. Bergman with the puck looking for a trailer, but we got a stoppage in play here, as that puck must have hit the netting on its way through. And the goal also off its moorings. And so it's all happening here from Hicksville with 3:12 left to play in the third. Now, we've said it before, we'll say it again. You might have paid for the whole seat, but you only need the edge right now, as we may have a center ice drop. Just an explanation given to Ramos here on the call. Both captains on the ice being educated by the official as to why there was a stoppage in play. And it's an animated discussion, I must say, but it looks to be relatively civil with both players. You'd expect that, of course, from the captain, Joseph Ramos, who is as even-keeled as they come. Well, just have a stoppage here once more as all the Lions near their bench. And it should be a face-off on the far side of the offensive zone with 3:12 left to play. It will be Gitman, Bizarro, Bergman as the forwards, Ramos and Murphy as the defenders. Clean win by the Stars, kept in by Murphy, fired in, deflected on net, shoveled farther, stopped nicely by the Lions once more. They'll look to get this puck up and out. That rolling puck's going to come all the way across the ice, and it's Gitman getting over to try and push his man wide. Nassau County gains the zone. They dump in. Ramos back on the puck on the forehand. And the near circle, he works it all the way up off the boards. Turning is Bizarro. Bizarro into the offensive zone, looking for a trailer in the slot. The Lions will come back in the other direction, but Bizarro on the back check pulls that puck off his man. Bodied on the far side was Gitman, but he does enough to get it to Bizarro. On over to Murphy. Murphy, no shooting lane, touches it down to Bizarro, and that puck racked off a stick. Now a 3-on-2 developing here for the Lions. Ramos thinks about firing on the puck. He backs off. He doesn't want to give up a 2-on-1 rush, and so the Lions will turn with it. They'll hit a man on the near side of the ice. They fire in. Speaker snaps that leg pad down. It was a shot block, though, by the Stars that kept it out. And now coming all the way across is Bizarro. Dances past a man, pulls the puck back to himself. Bizarro in the slot, shoots in. That one hits a shin guard. And the Lions look to come away with it with 2:06 left to play here in the third period. The Lions will stop and wait for the line change. They try to dump in, they do. And now they fire in on Speaker. He's just going to cover that puck up as the Lions were buzzing around the net. 1:55 left to go in this game. And a defensive zone draw near side of the ice upcoming for the Stars. Well, this will be Shulman at the dot. Win over toward Kotcher. Kotcher tries to filter that back to himself. He does. Kotcher all the way across the ice and gets that puck up and out of the zone. It's now Shulman harassing a man with O'Connor. Viscoso able to get that puck back to O'Day. O'Day for Viscoso. Viscoso on up that right wing, and it's a soft pass up. He takes a high hit there. No call coming, not with 1:30 left to go in this game. Viscoso gets it back, takes another hit, but the Stars able to fire that in. It's now Nassau County giving chase. At the end boards, they'll work it up, will Nassau County, but only so far as O'Day, who slaps that in. It goes over the glove of the Lions netminder, and now O'Connor gets sandwiched on the far side of the ice, but he's able to hold on to the puck long enough for Kotcher to come in for support. It's two Lionsmen on the puck. O'Connor able to pull that puck off the boards at first. It hits a stick, and Nassau County comes away with it. And then they throw it up and out of the zone. Bouncing puck up toward O'Day. It's carried farther, though, by the Lions, who look to twist and turn with it toward the slot. It was fired across by Russo. It was a good defensive play there by the alternate captain as he slapped it toward the corner. A one-timer doesn't connect for the Lions. And it'll be the Stars through O'Connor trying to get this puck up and out. Lions dump in once more. And firing on it is Viscoso and O'Connor. Puck sits in that corner. 32 seconds left to go from Hicksville. And O'Connor bodies a man there. It's the Lions trying to get that puck up and out. Hitting, bodies going everywhere here as there's a penalty on the Stars. Speaker fights that one off, but it goes into the back of the net. It was a delayed penalty on the Stars, but it goes up into the back of the net. Speaker wanted a goalie interference call, but he's not going to get one, and so with 19.1 left to go in this game, no call coming for the Stars. And so that is likely to do it. It'll be the Stars with a timeout, though. 19.1 left. And we'll pause here for a moment on Midnight Sports. All right, 19.1 left. Speaker back out to the cage. I'm sure he'll leave it just as soon as he can to get that sixth skater out there. Not much time here as the Stars look to get possession, but it's instead the Lions coming across. Murphy bodies a man there. Speaker looks toward the bench. It's filtered right back up by the Lions. Murphy bodies a man. 8 seconds left to go. It's the Lions all the way in. Look to shoot. Across was Ramos. He turns a man. 3 seconds, though. Not going to be enough time here for the Stars. Murphy shoots, and that's saved by the Lions. That'll do it. Here from Hicksville, we've gone final. It's the Nassau County Lions 3 and the New York Stars 2. Thanks so much for joining us right here on Midnight Sports as the players will just have a little bit of a conversation. The Lions happy to point toward the scoreboard as if that displays something at all. Well, the officials now screaming at the players on the ice to separate. The Lions being sent off the ice. And so, easy to say all that ends well is well, but of course, that's not the case here. Now the Lions just sent to the locker room. And so that'll do it from Hicksville. It was an entertaining one out on the island. But it's the Lions 3, the Stars 2. We'll see you next time tomorrow, 2 p.m. right here on Midnight Sports. Until then, stay safe.